sex can be awkward, it can be funny, it can be not perfect, it's not performative. And a lot of times in cinema you see it where it's all perfect and you're like, well, that's not me.
Hey.
Hey, we need to have a conversation. You're very young. I don't want to hurt you.
I think I have power over you. Because I could make one call and you lose everything. Does that turn you on when I say that?
This is one of your best performances in my eyes. This is such an amazing movie, such an amazing performance. And one of the things that I found so amazing about it is also Romy as a character. She has obviously so much steel and strength and determination, but then at the same time, obviously, you sense these urges that are like simmering beneath the surface, waiting to come out and that reveal this sort of vulnerability in her. And there are so many amazing scenes in this film, and even just small moments where you're walking that tightrope between, fragility and strength so eloquently.
You think I don't like power?
No, I think you like to be told what to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Sorry, that was inappropriate.
And I mean, that must have been an interesting challenge as an actor.
Yeah, I mean, it was so, for me, it was just, this is such a extraordinary sort of, I call it an odyssey, an emotional odyssey, actually, because Romy's in a crisis. And she doesn't even know who she is, what she wants, how she wants it, because she has so much and she's performed most of her life. Perfect mother, perfect wife, running a company, all these things. Yet inside she's conflicted and she's trying to understand what her desires are, what she needs. So she's not sure what's going to happen. She knows that as the avalanche is coming, there's a line in the film that says that death is there. As you get to a certain age, it is looming. And what do I do now? How do I do it? What do I do to fully understand my own desires and my own needs? But then it's also meant to be whimsical at times and have a sense of humor and also have an intensity and a danger.
Oh, hey, you forgot your laptop at the office.
Mom, can Mary sleep over?
That's where the tightrope of the performance was, because it's not taking it, because sex can be awkward, it can be funny, it can be not perfect, it's not performative. And a lot of times in cinema you see it where it's all perfect and you're like, well, that's not me. And so I love that they break down and laugh at each other at times, or where she refuses when he says, get down on your knees, and she's like, no, I'm not doing that.
I have to go. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
And he goes, well, you meant to do that. I just, that's how this works, Those sort of things give the humanity, I think, of the performance. And that was what was exciting. And then also just the way in which Halina would hold on me for long periods of time.
I could make one call and you lose everything. What, does that turn you on when I say that? Get on your knees.
Meant that there was an exploration of the emotional interior of Romy. It's not meant to be an exterior performance.
No. And of course, I mean, you mentioned Halina, and I imagine that a key word on this project must be trust. I mean, there must have been a huge amount of trust between you and her, and of course also between you and Harris, for you to be able to open yourself up and be as fearless and exposed as you are in those scenes. I mean, was that trust there from the beginning between you, all of you three?
It was there because Halina she wrote it. So she had such a full understanding, and she was rewriting and we were forming it. The more we'd rehearse, the more we'd talk, she'd rewrite scenes, she'd change it. So, but the structure was there, but she was fleshing it out and sort of finding each character as we went along. So there was an enormous amount of trust because we were like, okay, I'm going to share huge amounts of myself and my own secrets and all these things. And she would then say, I've got you. And no matter what, you're safe here. And she would hug us if we needed it. You know, she would start the day where she'd come down and meet us before we were filming. You'd be in hair and makeup and we would talk. And then even after filming each day, I would sit with her sometimes for an hour and we'd go over the next day's work or, you know, what was going to happen in 3 or 4 days. She was just constantly there. And you could call her at any time because she's like Romy, where she sleeps with her phone. As an actor, it's like, oh my gosh, I just had this idea, you know, so it was constantly in motion, the
Yeah.
performance. And that's what Harris loved it, Antonio, the same, who came with such passion and generosity. And I think it was just a very passionate set, you know, about the work. Even the crew, the cinematographer, everyone was supportive and on this quest to tell a story about a woman at a particular age and the way in which where is she going and what's happening. And I haven't really seen that story. And that's what was exciting. But then it's, you know, all wrapped up in a nice bow in terms of, you know, it's called Babygirl. So it's got a sort of a quality of whimsy and fun to it as well. It's
Yeah.
meant to be fun at times. It's meant to be dangerous and exciting and turn you on or disturb you. All of that is great. That's what we want films for.
And I think I went through the whole emotional gamut as well. I laughed, I shrieked, I did everything. Nicole, thank you so much. I'm already out of time, unfortunately. I mean, there's so much to delve into. Hope to talk to you again some other time. And,
yes.
You seem liberated.
I've never experienced anything like this.
Good girl.
So many books behind you. Is that a real background?
That is a real background. This is my movie library. It even extends beyond the frame that you can see here. I have
I'm
about, you know,
so impressed.
thank you, thank you. I mean, there's still, I mean, in this streaming age, there's still something about having that movie, you know, tangibly in your hand and having it really in your library. So I have a few thousand movies actually still here in my home library. Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Thank
Bravo.
you, thank you.